Students, today is the sixth part of chapter control and coordination, 10th class biology. In this today's lecture, we will cover about the hormones, role of hormone and where these hormones are released, and the glands also. So, what are the glands? Glands are basically, you can say, glands are composed of tissues, means tissues combine to form glands, and these glands release some type of hormones, and these hormone will target, or these hormone will act on the target, and it help to maintain our body for body proper growth and proper development. And these hormones help for the proper growth as well as proper functioning of our body. So let's start. Our first gland is known as hypothalamus gland. Just we don't need to remember these hormones in detail, but we have some idea about this. Hypothalamus release hormone, that is thyrotropin release hormone. This hormone is related with thyroid gland. Dopamine hormone, growth hormones which help for our proper growth and development. Somatostatin, gonadotropin, testes and ovaries hormone, basically which help in the functioning of testes and ovaries. Then corticotrophic hormone, then oxytocin hormone, then vasopressin hormone. And pineal gland will release a hormone named as melatonin. Pituitary gland also release some type of growth hormone, thyroid hormone, then oxytocin, vasopressin, antidiuretic hormone, LH, FSH, prolactin. So these are some hormones. We do not require to remember that hormones or name of the hormones, but we must know the names of these hormones also. Yes, first is growth hormone. So growth hormone is mainly released from pituitary gland, and the function of this hormone is it stimulates the growth of bone and muscles. All the um, growth of bones and all the growth of muscles will take place with the help of this growth hormone. Yes. Now these are some disorder. These are some disorder regarding the growth hormone imbalance. Uh, you must remember that the amount of hormone is fixed, means there is a proper requirement or proper amount of hormone is required for proper growth and development. If the level of growth hormone, or if the level of any hormone is above the optimum range, then it will create some defect or disorder. If the optimum level, the amount of hormone is below the optimum level, then it will also create some disorder, or you can say disease. So first is dwarfism. Dwarfism is due to if the growth hormone secrete in less quantity. If the growth hormone is secrete in less quantity, then dwarfism may take place. And the symptoms are: person are abnormally short, means their height is very short with respect to average individual. Yes, next is gigantism. In this, you can say excessive growth of growth hormone will take place, means excessive secretion of growth hormone may result in gigantism, or persons are abnormally tall. So these are some type of defect. If the growth hormone secretion will very less, then dwarfism will take. If the growth hormone secretion is very high, then gigantism will take place. Yes, this is a growth hormone imbalance. You can see very tall person and very dwarf or very short height person. Yes. Now, next question is, how does our body responds to emergency situation like fight? So, in case of emergency situation, our body release. Our body has a gland known as adrenal gland, and this adrenal gland are present on the above the kidney, and this adrenal gland will release the hormone named as adrenaline. So in case of flight or fight, or in case of emergency situation, our adrenal gland release an hormone named as adrenal hormone. and this adrenal hormone will increase the heartbeat, will supply more oxygen to the muscle, so that in emergency situation we can deal with that. And the blood to the digestive system and skin is reduced. The blood circulation to the blood digestive system and to the skin is reduced, but the pumping of heart is very fast under emergency situation. Suppose we have some fear in our mind, then ultimately naturally our heartbeat or our breathing rate will increase. So which hormone is responsible for increasing the heartbeat and increasing the, you can say, respiratory rate? So the hormone is adrenal hormone, and then gland associated with this adrenal gland, and the location of this gland is it present above the kidney. So in third point, the breathing rate increases. Okay. Next, all these responses, means heartbeat increase, and respiration rate increase, breathing rate increase. All these you can say responses will help to deal with the this situation, Next, insulin. Insulin is released by gland known as pancreas, and insulin mainly function to control the sugar level in the blood. The amount of sugar present in the blood is controlled by insulin, and insulin is released by pancreas. Now, these are some disorders of insulin imbalance. First disorder is diabetes. Diabetes, in general, we say sugar. So, diabetes main cause is less secretion of insulin. If the amount of insulin secreted is very less, then diabetes may occur, and insulin level decrease, then disease is known as diabetes. So insulin level decreases, so blood glucose level automatically increases. So symptom is high glucose level in the blood. Next, yes, this is thyroxine imbalance. Thyroxine is a hormone released by thyroid. So sometimes if the thyroid hormone imbalance, then it will create a disease known as goiter. Goiter, you can see in this figure. In this figure, you can see there is enlargement in the neck area. Enlargement in the neck area. Basically, this is the enlargement of thyroid gland. So deficiency of iodine will lead to deficiency of iodine in the diet will lead to less secretion of thyroxine hormone, and this thyroxine imbalance will lead to create a disease known as thyroid disorder known as goiter. Goiter is a disease which is you can say which take place when the amount of thyroxine is decreased. This is normal thyroid person A, and in goiter you can see the thyroid gland get enlarged. So you must remember that. So this is all about in today's lecture. Thank you.